How to generate a mailing list. When you first come back and select either a new mailing list or you've just come to the site, all the default information will be selected. To begin with, you select the type of homes that you want to include in your list: single family, townhouse, or condos. By default, all of these are selected. Then you select the county, and then once the county is selected, you select which zip code or which city name that you wish to have selected. In this case, I've selected Arlington, but it could be any of the ones that are being displayed. At present, this list is limited to the list that's shown here. In the future, this will be expanded. So we're going to select Loudoun, and the system automatically gives you an update and shows you a list of all the cities followed by a list of all of the zip codes. So we're going to select Ashburn. Ashburn seems to be pretty popular in Loudoun. And then once you've selected that, if that's not the zip code that you want, you just easily select the other one. You're limited to a single zip code because selecting multiple zip codes will cause too large of a postcard list and would require a very, very high budget. So once you've selected that, you can select the community or a radius search. So we're going to select community, and then in here you're presented with a list of communities. Now, something to understand about the list of communities: the tax records have all of the different communities. This is being limited to a list of communities that have a minimum of 50 properties in it. You can, however, change that to whatever size that you want. And then here we have, as an example as to why we do this, a community that's been named, but there's only one home in it. Now, if that's what you're looking for, that'll be great. So we're going to put it back to 50 and scroll through here, and we're going to find Cameron Chase. So we're going to select Cameron Chase, and that's that, and Cedar Ridge. And then scroll down, find Submit. Now it's submitted, and it says there's a total list of addresses of 171. 161 are single family. There's 10 townhouses and no condos in that list. Down at the very bottom, it gives you a list of the street names and how many homes are located on each of the individual streets. To generate a mailing list, scroll around until you find this, where it's saying name it and save it. You must first provide a name. So I'm going to call this test mailing, and then after that we will click save. Once that's been saved, it's going to ask you to confirm the mailing list just to make sure, and nothing's changed. It's all what we had asked for. Sometimes you may need to click on confirm more than once. Once that confirmation gets turned over to a green colored button, it says send mailing list to Minuteman for mailing. If you're completed and all done, you click send mail to Minuteman, and that takes a few seconds, and it's giving you an alert saying mail sent. It gives you the email address and the name that you've called it, test mailing, and this is a list that Minuteman will use when generating the address.